Hi guys, so welcome to assignment 3. This is a video brief, slightly different from the normal things that you get, like you always get a handout and stuff like that. But the handout will come, that's the second part. But here I'm going to give you a video brief live. Not exactly live, this is recorded. So I'm going to get started. In this assignment 3, now in the first assignment you mentioned that you have gone through two things. The second assignment you were talking about response and reaction to what you were doing. You were playing around, you were learning, you were doing all these things, and the first assignment is to do with the first two lectures and so on. And from there, first assignment you produce an artifact, you produce something like an egg glider, and the second one you were looking at response and reaction, so you were like experimenting. So you produce an egg glider, you experiment, now you maybe want to combine the two to see how things work. So remember, CTS is really about experimenting. Just be free about it. There's no perfect way to do anything, but the most exciting part is you get to try new things, and I would prefer for you to try new things. Don't be so comfortable in what's already there or whatever, so don't worry about all those things, but try something new, something I've never really thought about, nobody really thought about, so but anyway, let's get started with assignment 3. In assignment 3 you're experimenting as well. You're going to think about combination. Now the thing is, the word combination is seen and discussed in many ways. I mean, people understand the word combination in many other ways, many different ways, and many different ways of thinking and understanding it. So what is really about combination? Let's say well, combination is a part of a synectic process. Combination combines things. You put two things together and they become something else. If you were to combine, or you were to fuse, you were to say combine a piece of wood like that with a marker, it would become something else, like this marker, and combine it with a piece of wood. You will give opportunities to reinterpret the two objects, and the two objects put together as it becomes something else. Combination does not necessarily mean it's joined together. There's another word called fuse. Fuse joins things together, and something that you would actually learn in your coming lectures. But you got to think first, do some thinking, and to initiate the thinking process you need to learn to expand on a particular word. Like before you even think about combining anything, you learn how to expand it. Like, for example, there's this piece of extras mint. I think you've seen me use one of these. It's an empty one, okay? And what are you going to do with this? What can I do with this? It's got a cover on the top, and it's quite tough. It's made out of aluminium, I think. It should be aluminium. Now, what do we do with something like that? How many ways can we use this? Right. See where I'm getting at? That's the first stage of assignment 3. Now let's go through the process one by one. So the word synectics. The word synectics, in other terms, means ways of working of creative processes using various means. Synectics is the word that describes all the different ways of the creative process. But we're going to focus on more to combination, expansion, combine, and then creation. Expand, combine, create. Okay. Now combine, there are many ways to combine. So if you want to combine anything, first you go to expand and explore. So you got the two. Step 1, expand and explore. Now for assignment 3, this is the 3 steps. Okay. Number 2, after expand and explore, what did I say about number 2? I can't really hear you. Okay, so after expanding and explore, you maybe think about combination, different ways to combine. Now you can combine or transform, combine and transform. Okay, then step number 3, create. Simple. Now expand, explore, combine, transform, then step number 3 is create. Now in the step number 3 part, this one, let's come back to that later, because step number 3 is a important part of presentation, you know. So we may put step number 3 to file project. So we will work on expand and combine to as assignment 3. Okay, so now if you have expand and explore, combine, transform, you'll be asking, what do we do with expand and explore, and what do we do with combine and transform? Now let's go to step number 1. Okay, now in step number 1, you have to pick one word. You've got to pick a keyword. Alright, now here's a list of 26 keywords. They are words that is representing objects, specific objects that you may have seen before, you know. They are common objects. So each one of you, one person, will have to pick one object. Right? Then you could pick one object and then you will pick something else, which I will tell you in a while. So after you've picked one object from here, okay, now I'm going to do an example now. Let's say I'm going to pick, let's see, what shall I pick? What shall I pick? T-shirt. I pick T-shirt. So now I pick T-shirt, and the next step, let me add more pages here. Now the next step is this. I'm going to write T-shirt, then the question, you start off with this one question. Okay, so how many ways can this be used? How many ways can a t-shirt be used? The t-shirt we're talking about, let's say I'm going to think about a simple no collared t-shirt. So I'm just going to draw a little icon here. Right. Then next thing you know, I'm going to start to map out some ideas. Okay. Now let's pick a different color here. Oops, made a mess. Let's rub this off. And then I'll pick a different color. Yeah, that's the one. Now I'm going to start with this. And if I'm going to like decide what is the first application of a t-shirt. But you see, you can actually expand as many as you expand in as many different applications as you want, or explore further from the expansions itself. So I'm using a branch here that looks like a line, but if you want to make it look like a tree, that's good. So this branch, alright, comes out from here. Then the first application is, of course, to be some kind of say, I'm just going to say, oops, sorry about that, body armor. I don't know if it makes sense, but it does not have to make sense now. You're kind of like brainstorming. So if the first one is body armor, second one I'm just gonna go with, say, swimwear. Another one could be pajamas. Oops, how do you spell pajamas? P-Y, is that it? Another one could be, let's say this one is more towards wearing things, so I'm gonna put here wear. Alright, so what else can you, how many ways can you wear it, so here could be like headgear. Okay, let's just say I'm stopped there. So now what about I draw another branch? Well, I'll take a different color. Draw another branch, say down here. Okay, so here, this is not about wearing. This could be about other applications, like say survival. Say survival. This could be like a water strainer. Okay, and what else can you use it for? You could say insect protection. Then we could have what else could it be? It could be say a sling. Do you know what's a sling? It's like you put a rock in here, kind of like a sling, kind of. Never mind. If you get it, I don't know how to explain a sling and drawing rubbish here. So sling, and then oops, then you can think about other things too. Let's say maybe it could be a weapon holster. Yeah, and then okay, now this is for survival. So what about other applications? I'll try a different color this time, maybe a little green. Okay, how about this for art? Okay, so art could be a canvas. All right, for drawing. Okay, and what else? It could be a tool to draw or paint. Yeah, why not? And it could also be used for wrapping. And it can also be used for collage. There you go. Now that's for art. What about other things? What about other categories? Let's say just change a different color. You like purple? Okay, so we'll just try with a purple here. Okay, and so what category would this be? Wow. Can you think of any? Can you think of any? How about for games? Can you use t-shirts for games? Do you have a strange application for it? Yeah, why not? You could make a jersey. Yeah, you wear it, that's fine, it's a given. It's kind of like connected to this. What else can you have? You could have like pockets of pockets for, say, marbles. Okay, pockets for marbles, jersey, and then you have game board, then you have masks, and so on and so forth. And this could connect to performances and things like that. So basically you've got to map this out. So now after you've done this mapping out, then okay, now after this is the t-shirt thing. Now after you've done the mapping out, you're gonna have to make a selection. Now what would you select? Okay, now you're gonna have to select something here, which is the thing that you want to explore further. So maybe you want, let's just say if I like art, so I'm just gonna say canvas. Oops, wrong color. So I'm just gonna say canvas. All right, now if I'm gonna select canvas, then I'm gonna go to the next page, and I'm just gonna say t-shirt as a canvas. Now I'm gonna write boldly here. So this is like a t-shirt as canvas. You must always have the original word at the top, then the second word down there. So you pick canvas. So then you have t-shirt, then you have canvas. Now time to sketch. So what do I do with this? Then you start sketching. Okay, you start sketching a t-shirt, maybe looking like this. How do you do a t-shirt canvas? Right, then you have this, and then you have all kinds of drawings on it. Okay, is that a typical thing? No, yeah, no, yeah, I don't know. So what do you think of that? Okay, maybe, whatever. So that's a t-shirt, that's one. What if you do other applications? Now notice what I'm doing a lot of sketching. What if you have other forms of applications? Maybe it's you cut the t-shirt out, and then you cut it all out, and then you cut it and you paste it. Then you sort of like have a canvas that looks kind of like made out of cut out t-shirts. Okay, then you kind of like stitch and join, that sort of thing. Or what if maybe this one you could kind of like stretch. You stretch on wood or something like that. There may be other possibilities here. What if any other applications? Maybe you wrap the t-shirt on a 3D object. Maybe there's a cube, and you wrap the t-shirt on this cube. Okay, then you sort of like, you know, do your thing. So what happens here? So you put the original word, then you select the one that you expanded and explored, t-shirt canvas. So then once you've done this, you present this idea to me. That's assignment 3. Then when it comes to final project, you're going to have to make it. The final project, you need to take this, and maybe you need to transform it a little bit further and make it. So for your first stage, you need to pick any one of these keywords. I'll upload this and you will be able to pick any one of these words. Okay, so this is assignment 3. It's called synectics. Let me write assignment 3. This is assignment 3. Assignment 3. Okay, and it's 10%. So it's called synectics. It's about expand, explore, combine, or transform. Now remember, whatever objects that you pick, you can transform it any way you like. You just have to go crazy with the idea. Just go playful with it. There's no limit. I'm not restricting you about a material or anything. So you can just have fun and just expand and explore. There's no limit to what you can do. You could use anything to combine it. You can use this object here. You can even combine, if you want, you can actually use 2 words out of this, but that would mean you need to, your mapping should be larger, bigger, or something like that. But it doesn't matter, you know. Just pick 1 word. Then after that, you pick something from your expansion. When you do your mapping, then you pick something from your expansion here, like one other objects that is kind of related to how you related to your t-shirt here. Then you go to the next page, put your original word, then that word, then you just sketch as much as you can. Fill up the whole page with different ideas of what you can do with this t-shirt canvas. And then the final one could be the main thing here. Okay, large sketch. All right, a large sketch. Then you're going to have to explain what this is. All right, give it a title. All right, and maybe the application of it. Okay, so you don't forget to do this stuff. And name this object. What is this object called? You have just invented this. You just invented this object. So basically, the name of the object down here. Then make it full color, nice sketch or collage or whichever, right? So there you go. So you present this to me in your idea journal, and it has to be really nice looking sketches, not very rough kind of sketches. Okay, make it presentable. Fill up the entire page with information, so it's so nice to look at and so nice to read. And I would expect you to have plenty of ideas. The more ideas, the bigger the reward, right? So there you go. Then in final project, the third part of this assignment 3, but exactly not assignment 3, the third part here, create, will go to final project, because in create you're going to have to bring it to life, and as you bring it to life, there'll be a massive transformation. It'll be great. Okay, so tutorials next week, and anytime you need some more information, just message me and you'll get some more videos or explanation, or I could go live and we could chat. Okay, Thank you for watching. Hope you understand what I meant about this. Feel free to watch this video as many times as you want. Anything you don't understand, message me and I'll explain. See you.